It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. Hope y'all ready for this one on Sunday night.
Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. Return coming from the 6. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings them to 3rd down. Love from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. The Packers into the red zone for the first time. They've come up on 1st and 10 from the 18. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Sending a receiver left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Love on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Amendola able to put it through. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, it's Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give him a 1st down. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jair Alexander with the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. It's got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. Got him the ball back.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Love. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Broke through the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jukes out a 1-stop. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Love. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Let's see what they went with on third down. Love looking to pass. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a short gain. Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing on third down, Stroud. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Thrown on first down, Love. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Play fake, it's Love. Complete out to the right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To the air with Love. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Riley Dixon on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Brought down by Quay Walker. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Stroud from the pistol. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And this one does not go far.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, He's going to make you pay.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 33 on 2nd down. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. This finds Dobbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Love now to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Takes the handoff, now Love. He's still going at the 30. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 2nd and 3 now. Love from the gun. Caught by Jacobs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. They've got a man in motion. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Love now. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run. Jacobs pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And Green Bay. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Jacobs will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So now from a bit further back, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Evans now to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. They send St. Brown in motion left. Stroud throwing here on first. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons get some late points and the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons take a 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Taken in by Dobbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Packers take their first time out. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Love. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get some late points and the lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Packers push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stroud. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's going to push one deep down the... Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Dragons take the lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons take a 4-point lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Throwing, Love. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. Throwing on 1st down, Love. Stays. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A final throw before the break. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. Pass now to kick this away. Evans now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dragons. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Stroud. This is complete to Gibbs. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Running back sent in motion. Finds his man, Chase. And he'll get it up to the 44. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
First down, Stroud. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a 1st down. Here's Gibbs on the carry. Oh, stiff arm.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Stroud off the play fake. Forced out to his right. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. He'll get this to Jefferson. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down. A give to Gibbs. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. He's got it on the bootleg. Hauled in left side. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. From the gun, Stroud. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons drive their lead to 11. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Love looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completes this one to Chase. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Stroud now on 3rd. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give him a first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On play action, here's Stroud. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This one taken in by Chase. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 19. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's the end of the 3rd. On 3rd and just 2 to go. Stroud. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons have likely locked up the win right there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons push their lead to 18. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber. Won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the...
He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Love now. This is reeled in by Reed. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Love. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Love to throw again. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Taken in by Dobbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back now, pressure on its way. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here's Love to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Love. The throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. They motion the tight end over. Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Packers make it an 11-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Dragons and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Running it with Gibbs. Juke the defender. They can't stop him. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They get 38 out of the play. And that'll give them a 1st down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Stroud off the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
A toss now to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Ooh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14. He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Love now to throw. Able to get it to Reed. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Love on 3rd and short. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Dragons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers all set to get back out there. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. First down throw, here's Love. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and long. Here's Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Packers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Shotgun now for Love. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Robinson on the inside give. Escapes a defender. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Dragons have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Cut by Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now Love. This finds Dobbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Loves to throw again. Try and push it deep downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. All right, set now. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bijan. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. He gets 6 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're